Hi, I'm Sherry Peterson. Welcome to our program. This will be a brief introduction of what's to come on expanding consciousness. This is a new program coming to you from beautiful Colorado in the Rocky Mountains with a lifelong aspiration to improve the lives of others. My 35-year career as a holistic healing professional has morphed into an intrepid explorer of all the phenomena to which we are only now being introduced and exposed. The show is designed to bring you the most interesting and informative people we could find. So please subscribe, like us, so we can have others join into this journey of expanding consciousness. Here are just a few of the powerful personalities and their research that we'll be bringing you in the coming weeks. Our first person is a doctor of natural medicine. She will be in the quantum healing hypnotherapy process that I will induce, which is my profession. And in this state, she's going to bring us information about new healing modalities, including using frequency of light and sound. This information comes through her as she is in an altered state. Further on in this program, I'll introduce the quantum healing hypnotherapy process and explain more about it. But know that as she brings forward information that comes through her superconscious or sometimes subconscious, we will learn things that we never even imagined. Our next person will be a member of the international organization that has been working to stabilize our climate, and is the chair of the board of trustees of the Climate Stabilization Council. They have come up with a viable solution to our problems with the climate. He will be presenting a pretty simple solution to what could be done. But he does say that we need some millions of dollars. They already have some millions, but they need a few more to do an experiment to keep this climate under control. Another local Colorado author will be joining us with a riveting story about a scientist who travels to South America, discovering many hidden truths that have been manipulated. And in her fictitious account, we were presented with real-life facts about how our timelines have been changed and how we've been taught information and history that really is not true in her estimation. So she has a highly entertaining and informative book that will capture much of what the mainstream media has left out. And she reports on this phenomena and takes us to an unforgettable journey to expand our minds and our hearts. Then one of my favorite gentlemen will be here to tell us his extraordinary journey through the realms during an initiation of a high order, and the beings that came to him in the middle of the night during many months of his discovery process. He was awakened to be guided through a process of automatic writing, and then while he was doing this, he experienced the scenes just as if he was there. He shares this in his book, and he takes us to many different planets, giving us pretty detailed information about what they are like. He talks about the various ceremonies he went through in this initiatory process. And I think you'll be enthralled with this information that you probably are not going to hear anywhere else. We then have testimonies from people that have been using CBD oil. We'll learn from them how it's helped them, how to take it. It's pretty much all over the place these days. The hemp oil without the THC is legal in every state. It's pretty easy to find online and at your local either dispensaries or stores. And what is the difference between hemp oil that's straight hemp and oil that is mixed with THC? We'll learn from this young lady what she has learned as more and more studies and facts come out about this product. One of our favorite distance healers will be here, who works as a human x-ray machine because he has the ability to go in and see what's going on inside someone. This is something that he's been doing for decades. He goes in and works with his group of others who he doesn't really describe, but they together work in healing many issues that people have from a distance. It may sound rather unbelievable, but we have a book of testimonials from the last, like I say, decades of people that he's worked on. The harder the issue, the more he enjoys the work. Everything from dissolving tumors to just putting the body back in balance so it can be healthy and well and vibrant. We'll have many other interesting, equally informative guests coming our way in the near future. So stay tuned and remember, subscribe in order to receive notifications of our new shows. Our first presentation is a two-part series featuring a doctor of natural medicine, Lynn Breach Orwig. She has her own practice and has agreed to be interviewed in some of the different topics that she practices and teaches. In the first episode that we are going to present, she will be induced into the quantum healing hypnotherapy process, which we call QHHT. This is a process that Dolores Cannon has brought to us. Dolores Cannon has worked for over 45 years in this QHHT, traveling the world, teaching it, and writing over 25 books on this, all the different regression sessions. She actually put transcriptions together of hundreds, if not thousands, of sessions of the hypnotherapy. She's a best-selling author, and I highly recommend you go to her website, www.dolorescannon.com, to find her books and to find out more information about this hypnotherapy process. I studied with her in her Arkansas town many years ago. The process is pretty simple. People go into a deep, almost meditative state. I'd call an altered state, where they are able to access information that is at a level that normally is not able to be known. Some call it superconscious, some call it subconscious. But when people open up to this space, sometimes healing automatically happens. Questions are answered that they have. Many people come in with questions listed on a page, which I or the person doing the session will ask them while they're in the altered state. They answer their own questions, And many times they answer the questions before they're even asked. That happens a lot. Over the years, I've done many of these hypnotherapy sessions, and it sometimes takes people into the future. It sometimes takes them into the past. If there is no belief in past lives, the regression usually just ends up being about this life. If people, in fact, do believe in past lives, the regression will often bring up a number of lives in a series that have a specific purpose. After the lives are literally experienced, not just in the mind, but the people feel as if they are going through the process into the lives. We call on a higher force to come down according to that person's belief system. Some call it guides, angels, some call it their higher self, and ask them to explain what just happened, why we were shown all these lives. Sometimes we ask if a healing can be done for this person, if that's needed. And often the reply is, we're doing that now. It's often one voice that's speaking for a group or a one mind, like a hive mind that comes through. It's a pretty exciting adventure. I hope that you'll join us in this 2-part series and learn more about the process. We want to help people. We want to help people get well on every level. The physical pain, emotional upset, the lack of mental clarity, and spiritual connection. All these can be had. People come in often to find what their real purpose in life is. Sometimes they're told, well, you know that. That's what you're doing. Sometimes they're told, well, you'll find out very soon. Or sometimes they're just given the answer. It's always a loving, caring, supportive answer. It's nothing to be feared. Many of my clients report that it was like going into a near-death experience, in that it was very loving, very colorful, peaceful. It was a place where they really almost didn't want to come back from because it was so beautiful. We look forward to your joining us on this journey. If you have your own questions that you would like to have answered on our show, you can write to us at expandingthepossibilities@gmail.com. We hope to have many shows in the future answering your questions. So tune in often, and tell others about us. We look forward to expanding consciousness in every imaginable area. If you have a compelling experience to share or knowledge that you might like to present, let us know. Now stay tuned for our first presentation.